Okay, so what is basically giving licenses or giving franchises to people, like for example you have seen a lot of franchises, right? McDonald is one of the biggest name in that category. McDonald, Monjani's, okay, there are so many others which we come across every day. It's basically when a company wants to expand. It's not easy for one company to expand on its own. If you collaborate with people who are like minded, who are interested in setting up a business but they don't know what to do, so both the parties can benefit from each other. For example, you have got a space, you have got you are interested in doing something but you don't know what, but you have got a lot of space and you can invest some amount of money. So what you can do is go for franchisee with big companies. Uh, it's not it's basically a win-win situation for both of you, because company may provide license to those people who are very motivated in the market, they have got ample infrastructure with them, okay. Sometimes to avoid immediate risk also, to enter into a new market, the companies they want to check the market feasibility and to avoid risk of being treated as an outsider. When McDonald's they came to India, they were apprehensive whether how the companies are going to be treated. So they started with the franchisee business, so that people who had already tasted McDonald's, who had been living abroad, Subway, KFC, so they knew that these companies are very good, and if we get the offer to open a franchisee, definitely people will start visiting their stores. So um, so that's how these companies, McDonald's, Subway, all these companies, they prefer to enter through a licensing or a franchisee mode. So the underlying reason for all of this is to make sure that they are safe, okay, and they get a fixed return while getting an opportunity to sell something in a new market. On the other hand, the person who is opening a franchisee, they are also safe because they have got the name brand with them. If you have a franchisee of McDonald's, you don't have to think much, right? You don't have to really think on many aspects like designing and other things, because everything is ready made. You just have to follow that design plan, right? So you are enhancing your chances of being more successful, right? But yeah, you will not be the creator. You will not have much say in the design and the products also, in advertisements also. You don't have to do much. Advertisement will be done by the main company, okay. You are just there to give them what it is, right? Whatever products that you are displaying in the store, okay. So the person who is taking a franchisee, he's also feeling safe, right? And he's also assured of a fixed return in every month, okay. And also they get a brand name, so they can start working under a big umbrella of McDonald's or a Subway or Starbucks, whatever. So all these are cafe coffee day, barista, so all these are franchisee. And it's not very difficult to get into such business, and both the sides, they are interested, they are looking for some people who can open the franchises, and there are youngsters who are interested, because this is such a business like where you won't get bored. Cafe coffee day, if you have a store, like every time people will start coming on, and only thing is that you, in case you want to expand, you can expand, yeah. And as I told you, McDonald is the best example here, which has provided franchisees worldwide, and the marketing, its marketing ensures that the interior all around the world is same, okay. They have invested one time, and but then Ronald and everything, the whole thing is, the setup is always similar, so that you can relate to it whenever you go to a McDonald in Bangalore, or whether you go to McDonald in Calcutta. You are going to get the same ambience, same type of food, nothing is going to change, okay. the quality of the food is also maintained everywhere. So in my next slide I will show you, these are the different you know images which shows various companies that enter into franchising agreement for their expansion purpose. 7-Eleven, KFC, Burger King, okay, Wendy's, Pizza Hut, and then Subway तो already बोला है मैंने, Denny's, Jiffy Lube, and then Dunkin' Donuts, Mad Over Donuts, and these are all so many. I mean, the list is so long. You just have to pick from whichever you feel like, if you have in your vicinity, you have 4 McDonald's nearby, so definitely you will not be interested in opening it up. You will definitely go for something which is different, so that people, they get variety, right? Now see, these sometime in a box also, for example Kellogg's का box है, उसके ऊपर you can write Disney. Nowadays Byju's also taken over taken over by Disney, right? So what they do, they the image shows the licensing of a Disney character on that brand. Kellogg's में हो गया, या फिर इसमें Byju's also है ना. So इसमें बहुत, with more than $272 billion in global sales of retail merchandise in the year 2016. I'm reading out this piece from the net, okay. Licensed Global Magazine report lists the Walt Disney Company as the world's leading licensor with brands. So what does it do? It only gives its name so that they can use it with their brand, okay. That includes Lucasfilm, Marvel, ABC, ESPN, Disney Pixar, Walt Disney Studios, and and a total of 56.6 billion in licensed merchandise sold in the year 2016. So Disney has, just using the strategy of licensing, it has made so much money. What it has to do? Just collaborate with another brand, and the brand also gets recognition because Disney is such a world-class name, right? Now let's go to what are the disadvantage for or advantages for a franchisor. From the franchisor point of view, definitely you are opening a franchisee, so definitely you are increasing your revenue. Definitely you are getting into one more addition to your family, right? So one more member is going to earn for you, so the increased revenue is there. Franchisees takes a responsibility. So the person who is actually opening up a store or McDonald's or something and whatever, so they take that responsibility, because it's like their own store, right? So they will be doing most of the stuff on their own. Then franchisees investment is very less. Then there is no liability on your part that you have to pay them, okay. So it also builds the brand awareness. So these are from the point of view of a franchisor. Now what are the disadvantage? Now there are so many things that they need to do. These are the regulatory and the legal requirement. Then you have to really prepare extensively. You have to prepare for that work. You have to see the place, you have to see the infrastructure. Then substantial upfront investment is there. You will have to invest in case you go for franchisee. Now it is really time consuming, but if you have to look at from that point of view, if you have to open your own business, wouldn't you be giving time to that business also? And then there is a chances that it may not strike well with the customers. So it's better to if you don't want to take much more risk, and you really want to make sure that your company, your whatever venture that you are entering into is taken well by the public, so that definitely you will go for franchises, okay. Next is, it requires certain types of businesses. There are not all the businesses who are interested in doing franchisees, okay. So let's move ahead. Now what is a celebrity endorsement? You all are aware that in advertisement, right from the morning till night, we see so many advertisement, hoardings, banners, okay, campaigns. So what what is the meaning of celebrity endorsement? That means a celebrity is endorsing a brand. It's like is the forming of a relationship between a brand and a very influential personality, maybe a sports person, maybe a movie star, maybe a politician, maybe or anything, or maybe a social worker, whatsoever it could be. But that person has a name for himself or herself, and he fits with the brand and whose personality resonates with the brand and also with the target audience, or sorry, consumers. Okay, now the celebrity may endorse the brand in several ways, and the celebrity may endorse different brands also. It's not necessary that if a celebrity is endorsing one brand, he's not free to endorse another brand. So they can endorse, but of the same category they would definitely be not interested in. For example, Amir Khan will not be going for Coke also and for Pepsi also. He will only choose for one. But Amir Khan can go for Tag Heuer because it is a totally different uh, you know thing at all. Okay, now the celebrity, as I told you, may endorse the brand in several ways. It including either they appear in the advertisements, okay, or they mention the things in the press. Sometime in an interview also they mention it. So it is like they are endorsing it, or on a social media also. Nowadays, social media, endorsement has become more common. Even celebrities, they have Twitter handles, they have got Facebook pages, Insta pages. So if they are seen wearing something or seen using something, it is like automatic endorsement. So celebrity, in fact they know what, they have to be very careful that in case they are posting a picture or something, in the background there should not be anything that is related to a bank. For example, in last year there was, I don't remember the name, I'm very forgetful in this regard. There was a celebrity who actually posted his picture in front of a Yes Bank, though he was not endorsing that bank, but it was taken as if he's like he's associated. So they have to be very careful also, in case they are posting something in the social media, there should not be anything in the background. In fact, they should not be wearing anything which can show those brands which he actually is not endorsing legally. Okay, so they have to be very very careful in that regard. So well known and admired people, they promote product, and it's been there since so many years. Not, this is not a new phenomena, and this brings immediate attention to the brand and shapes the perception of a brand by virtue of their influence. Amitabh Bachchan is such a personality, so he comes for Navratan Tel also, and for so many things. He also endorses jewelry brand Vaman Haripeta and all, so many, so that you don't have to think, though he's not doing anything personally in that company, but because he is there, so we always feel that it is too good. And then they not only endorse some brands, also sometimes they endorse national programs also. Okay, and that also adds, for example, sometime tourism, sometime campaign against polio, sometime campaigns against tuberculosis and all. So celebrity endorsement has a far reaching impact, because they people in India or even abroad, everywhere, celebrities, they are worshipped like like gods. Some people, they just want to hear from them, and if they say something, they just want to follow everything what they do. So the branding companies or the corporate firms, they are aware of this fact, like how much influence they have on the general public. Okay, for example, recently Aishwarya Rai was endorsing Taj Mahal tea by appealing to the people to vote for Taj Mahal in 7 new wonders of the world, by voting through SMS or by phones, or even by logging into the site, 7wonders.com. So these are the way they appeal to the people, and they get good, very good response. You and me, if we have to appeal, we'll not be able to generate that response, isn't it? Okay, so what are the advantages of celebrity endorsement? Let's talk about the advantages. Okay, now I'll write it for you people because I've not typed it. Okay, now first is like number one, there is increased attention to the product and the brand. Right? When celebrity is endorsing a product, definitely your attention goes to that, right? Then second is polishing the image of the brand. When somebody very influential is endorsing your brand, for example, you open up a grocery store and you invite some personality, influential personality to open that store, and when you are sending out flyers and pamphlet in and around your areas and telling that this person is going to inaugurate my store here, so definitely this is going to increase your business manifold. People will will come to see that celebrity, and they will also get to know about your business, right? So it is polishing the image of the brand. If some brands are not doing well, sometimes just by introducing a celebrity, you can refurbish that brand. It can be given a new life, right? Now, introduction of the brand to new and wider market. New and wider. Now, whenever a celebrity is endorsing a brand, okay, it wants to target an audience or a customer. There is a target customer that he wants to hit, so they can do it that way also. Sometimes you have to really venture into a new market. So what you will do? For example, the foreign companies which they come when they come to India, they definitely target Indian customers. So they want to target. They take advantage of the celebrities who are very influential in that area. Definitely, they will not go for all those foreign Hollywood stars. They will take the help of Priyanka Chopra or Shah Rukh Khan or people like that. When Tag Heuer and Omega watches, they wanted to have an impact in Indian market, they took the Indian faces for Indian people to know that yes, Omega watches endorsed by Priyanka Chopra, or Tag Heuer is endorsed by Saif Ali Khan or Shah Rukh Khan. So they know how to do that because it's a new market for them and they want to expand. They want to have a wider market here in India. So definitely they will not go for Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't know what's his name, Titanic movie का जो star है, because he's actually the celebrity endorser of that Tag Heuer, right? So they will try to find an Indian face whom customers from India they can relate to. Got it? Though people are aware of Leonardo DiCaprio, then also it is more advisable for all those firms which are trying to enter into new market that they take the help of people with whom we Indians can relate to. Okay, now again then we also have repositioning of the brand. The fourth point is, what are the advantage of celebrity? You can reposition your. Sometime what happens is that some celebrity they get into the some conflict or some, they get into in some position criticism or something, that that affects the brand also. Okay, now for example, just I'm giving you that Kapil Sharma show is nowadays becoming a target of the people all around India. So Kapil Sharma is endorsing that Kapil Sharma show, so it is going to affect. So earlier also, when Navjot Singh Sidhu was there in that Kapil Sharma show, and Sidhu played a, switched from, just Congress, it just went into, there was some tussle over there in Congress party, and Sidhu was, uh, was one of the reason. And in fact, before that also, during 2019 campaign also, when Navjot Singh Sidhu had said some few things against, yes, I remember now, he said few things against Pulwama attack and Balakot attack by India. So when he said few things against, people went against him. So see, he was a celebrity endorser of that Kapil Sharma show, but he has to be removed from there, because brands, they are not interested in celebrity, they are interested more in business. So they had to tell him goodbye, and they had to, replace him with Archana Puran Singh or some other celebrity. So they will reposition, they will try to remove those people who are not good for their brand, and they will reposition their brand with some new celebrity. Okay, sometimes, people, they get into controversies. So it's very important for the brand, as a brand manager, that you have to reposition your brand with a new strategy. Okay, so that, for that matter, you have to keep your ears and eyes open, what is happening around, how people are reacting to a celebrity or to the product. Or in case you want somebody who is just, become a celebrity, you will tell that person. For example, sometime a sports person who has won gold medal in Olympics, definitely you would be interested in getting that person on board as a celebrity endorsement for your health drink, Bonvita, or whatever you have. Okay. Okay, next point is, what is the fifth advantage of celebrity endorsement is guarantee of success. These are actually, they really guarantee of successful advertising of the brand. But some, you have to choose your celebrity very, carefully. Nowadays people have become, very very choosy, and they have been radicalized by so many, phenomena which are going around in this country. So you have to be very careful what type of personality you are endorsing. There is a left wing and a right wing. For example, if you are endorsing Kangna Ranaut, you are trying to capture all those people who are, radically inclined towards her. And in case you are interested and you are endorsing somebody who is from the left group, like, so these are the things that you will have to keep in mind. They need not to be pronounced by me, but as a person, you have to be very observant. As a brand manager, you have to be very observant what is happening around your, in political scenarios, and what are the feelers. You have to take that feelers from the people. Okay, how they are feeling. If you are interested in, having a lot of customers, you have to go by the people's interest. All right, so let's now talk about sporting, cultural, or other events. Sometimes these events, they give you very big opportunities to showcase your brand. Sports and lifestyle events, like for example, Indian Super League, hockey matches, Premier Leagues, Kabaddi leagues, World Cups, Olympics, all these things, they keep on appearing after 6 months, 7 months, or every 1 year. So you get an opportunity to get into the market with a new theme. Okay, so that you are all the time hitting the people with a new idea, and people will, and they come with a very new interesting ideas nowadays, so that people get in engrossed in those campaigns. Got it? Now then there are some fashion, Lakme fashion weeks, Will's Lifestyle India fashion, none, there are lot of beauty pageants, Miss India, Miss World, Miss Universe, and all these things. Okay, so now these things, they have become a household name. Everybody is interested in watching them. So you can position your brand in these pageants, in these events. Okay, almost everyone knows that these events, they eventually you know will give you a good response, because these events have a big fan following. Everybody is interested in watching them, right? IPL हो गया, fashion weeks हो गया, award ceremonies हो गया. These are very important uh, uh, events which you cannot ignore. And if you position your brand in such a way, or try to find a campaign in between, I'll give you lots of example when we'll just move further in this chapter, that you have to really encash that. Okay, if your idea is a hit, then it goes zoom up. You don't have to worry at all. So many examples I'm going to give you in the coming just wait for some more time, 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to give you case studies also. Okay, so for example, World Cup, FIFA, global sporting events like Olympic, FIFA, World Cup, these are examples, excellent examples of these. Then जब भी बीजिंग में Olympics हुआ last year. Okay, so China, they also showcased their advancement in technology. They actually showcased their various brands, okay, and infrastructure. ICC का T20 World Cup जब भी हुआ बांग्लादेश में, तो बांग्लादेश also branded its country as a tourist spot. So you have to encash, like for example Incredible India हुआ था when there was in 2000 नहीं, I think 2011 में हुआ था ICC का, whatever, I don't remember, but Incredible India movement started with that sporting event. So along with that, they promoted Incredible India. So you can imagine, people must have from all over the world, they have come to see not just match, but since the campaign was going side by side, so people also wanted to see. They went for sightseeing. If the match was held in Jaipur, definitely they will go and see in and around that area. If the match is held in for example Kolkata, they will go and see the area around that, sightseeing and other, because the campaign Incredible India was going on along with the World Cup. Okay, so similarly, as I told you, when ICC World Cup was held in Bangladesh, they started with the beautiful Bangladesh campaign. So they portrayed their country as a great holiday destination, and these things, they really reap good rewards, these campaigns, because they are sewn together. You are encashing on one on the other, because ICC का तो कर ही रहे हैं, but along with that you are trying to promote your thing also, right? So these sporting events or cultural events, other things, are very important. It is very important to choose the appropriate event, design the optimal sponsorship program, and measure the effect of sponsorship on your brand equity. अगर आपने इसको अच्छे से encash किया, you will win the game. Okay, so these sponsored event can contribute to your brand equity by becoming associated to the brand, improving your brand awareness, adding new associations, improving the brand strength of the existing association. Okay, now let's talk about few associations like this, case studies. Yes Bank Maximum. Now you will be wondering why I'm giving you this, but then this is given in your book also, but this was an important campaign also. We all know that Yes Bank Maximum is something like the maximum return that they used to give was 6%, okay, and they'll try to link it with the sixes in the match. You understood how they try to play with the minds of people? So in Indian Premier League, every six hit is called a yes bank maximum. They try to make it that way because their interest is 6%, but they try to say ki, if there is a hit in the match, if the sixes hit in the match, they'll say they hit a yes bank maximum. So the commentator, instead of saying that Batman has hit a six, they would say Batman has hit a yes bank maximum. So this was a funny campaign, but then it was able to generate good response. Okay, so 6 run is what batsman can earn on a legal delivery of a ball, but on the other hand, EX banks, they provided 6% interest on saving of the customers. Okay, now another campaign which was very important. Let me see what is the time. Because I'm going to take 2 lectures today back to back. Okay, so I will give you a break of 5 minutes so that you also freshen up yourself when I get a time for having my tea break. Okay, so it's already 11:37. Okay, let me do this one, Pepsi VIP box, and then we'll take a break. Okay, now what was that? In a campaign and during this what was the event? I think it was ICC World Cup. Okay, so they so I don't know, you clarify. I am just saying it because Pepsi created a VIP box in every stadium during, I think, ICC, not sure if it, please correct it. So in every stadium, so this box was strategically placed so that spectator, they could see the match with a great view. In a stadium, they created a box which was called VIP box, Pepsi VIP box. Okay, and who were entitled to go there? However, in order to get this privilege to be inside that box, participants were supposed to buy the beverages by PepsiCo company. That's okay because we all buy, so that's not a big deal. But after that, what? The message and the code behind the label to a certain telephone number, you have to do that. Okay, and every participant was slated to win something or the other. However, the ultimate prize was to be in that box. Okay, watching the match from the VIP box with 3 tickets. Either you take your friends or your family. Okay, don't you feel privileged? So this was a campaign so that you buy more and more Pepsi, and you also get something in return. So with the VIP box concept, Pepsi, I'll show you the picture. This was it. How do you feel in case you have to see the World Cup sitting in this box here? Lovely, no? So these are the ideas. Okay, so the VIP box concept, actually in this, Pepsi used the brand activation in the most effective way. Okay, so the bottom line was that if you drink Pepsi, you will be treated like a VIP. Got it? So apart from that, Pepsi being the primary sponsor of the event did not fall behind, using these sporting event as an opportunity to showcase their brand. But with the with the Pepsi box, they also try to attract more and more people. No, tell me who would not be interested in going and sitting in this VIP box?